general election. But in between all of that time, on July 1st and 2nd, I want to invite you to a London Youth Games. Because the London Youth Games will engage with this park and represent a youth sport and arts experience. But Andy's going to spend the last 3 minutes advocating what will happen because he's responsible to and for it, not me. Andy, London Youth Games Festival Finals Weekend, July 1st and 2nd.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. And yes, you are very much all very, very welcome. We will be bringing the 33 boroughs of London to here across that weekend, taking part, playing sport in the copper box, on the track here, in the aquatic centre, in the tennis hockey centre, using the velo park for BMX and for road cycling. And we've got an activation that will be happening outside of the copper box, where we'll have various sports for young people to try. We basically want to bring as many. There'll be people who'll be playing in a competition across those sports or arenas representing their borough, which is what we run across the year. But there's also moments for young people to come and engage, enjoy the various venues that there are on the park here, take part in the activation outside the copper box, and hopefully find our new home here, giving young people from London, across the whole of London, the opportunity to come and see the benefits of London 2012, 11 years on, and hopefully for many, many more years to come. And come and join us, give us feedback as we'll do it for the first year this year, but we'd love you to come and we hope you love it.
By the way, the Games were born out of the 1977 Silver Jubilee Games, which heralded our then acknowledgement and celebration of event Queen Elizabeth II. It seems all ironic that we all come to a place now. When I thought about this, I thought what this could look like, and what this unique gathering would look like, what it could represent. But by way of next steps, all of your feedback and the reports are normally produced within a 7-day cycle. Peter, is that a fair assessment of what we'll be able to turn around? In 7 days, you will have the result of the quality of what you've contributed to. That is forming part of a wider report that is going to the Mayor's office. It is going to Sir Mark Rowley's office. He gets a briefing next Thursday. I will be very complimentary. By the way, on the basis of that day, all the things I heard about empathy, a human face, is what the Met wish to do. However, they're going to have to be helped by the wider community. And the interactions, those forums, will be a lot more coordinated. In whatever event or whatever happens, there is something beginning to positively happen. And that only happens out of great negativity. But I would like to certainly say this to you. Not one young life in London should be lost just so it focuses our minds. Too many lives have been lost. And if this is the end result of the next positive step, and by the way, the Youth Games, everybody's been invited from all the institutions I shared with you. Because when I was a recreation officer, everybody came to Crystal Palace, and believe it or not, we all took responsibility, we all shared in the responsibility, and we all enjoyed what our young people could do and what they could do with us. This is and has been a long journey. The London Legacy Development Corporation will be going through massive changes over the next 18 months. And as I said to an audience recently, if you Googled East Manchester, and that was an area I couldn't go in without being engaged in a very negative way. But after the Commonwealth Games were hosted in East Manchester, people said things had to change. They have now delivered 90% of their master plan. It's taken 25 years. It is the most diverse part of the north that I can even begin to relate to. But you only have to see what the art of the possible can be. Every single one of you needs to play your part. And then, when we see Chloe, Haley and Dijon actually becoming leaders in their own, what do you actually want to be? I always ask this question, put you on the spot. What do you want to be? What impact you can make in the world?
I don't know, but like what I do now, like with youth work and everything, I like that a lot because I like helping people. I like seeing the change and uplifting everybody. So.
That's a very valuable well time, young lady.
I feel the same. I definitely want to do youth work. I also want to study like the
Economics, smart lady. Get the economics right, do everything else you want to do. An economist. Looking at youth issues on the global level. That's UN work, young lady. That's not a bad place to be.
You know what UN is?
Yes, I do.
Some people just call it.
Who's you with at the moment? Tottenham. Right, I'll give it to you real. There are currently 1,500 apprentices with the Professional Football Association, the oldest sporting union in the world. Only 100 of them will make it. Just have a plan B. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. As long as you've got a plan B, because I can guarantee you an injury, or I can guarantee you someone. By the way, you're an endangered species. I'm speaking to you real, because by the way, I keep it real. He's alive. I'm so happy. That's my happiness.
Yeah.
He is alive. So there's potential on the basis that no one knows that I'm no longer alive. And what's expected of him is that he can only be a footballer. Well, I would beg to differ.
You need sports sciences, what do you need? That would back you up.
Great, because I can talk to you about an Olympic athlete who picked up an injury, who's now one of the best sports therapists and graphic designers, now contributing to Team GB. So you've got to have a lot more tools to help you realise your potential. But when President Mandela made this quote about vision without action being a dream, and action with vision merely passing time, but vision with action would change the world. Again, if you Google June 16th, which is where I became conscious of a youth culture that would take on the third most equipped army at the time, because they wanted to challenge a culture that was being imposed on them, I became very aware. On June 16th, this forthcoming month, we will be presenting the legacy of the late President Mandela, because sometimes it takes time, it's taken 25 years. But what I'm saying is, change can happen very quickly if everybody works together, and the diversity of that will is one common purpose. So I'm going to say thank you for taking the time, because I know it has been a nice day. Saturdays are always time consumed, but you've all taken the time to be part of a collective journey. Please engage. The one thing that will remain consistent is I've learned that I will never give up on my fight for the streets that I've come from, and it is now my life's work. It does also take a fellow champion to do it. We met 40 years ago at the World Championships in Taiwan. That is one of the most formidable individuals you will ever meet, one of the most dangerous women you'll ever meet, and has all the traits and qualities of my mother at 93. So it does suggest that, you know, we all bleed red, but we've got to get over this 2% pigmentation. I am comfortable in my skin. I'm hoping you don't have that as an issue. You don't. Doesn't come. It's my generation got some problems, got some issues. So you've got to replace it pretty quickly. Your skills, your talent, your potential. But look to South Africa when they say it can't be done. The Rainbow Nation are now looking at new ways. There's a youth culture who want to be given the leadership to be able to chart and change their own destiny. That is what you're able to do as well. And sorry if we don't always get it right, but we are a species work in progress. But every single one of you will play a part, because I believe it's the policing, the community safety, and the safeguarding of London and other communities. But people look to the capital. So if we get it right, reflect what happens. I believe the Youth Games is the last sort of big opportunity since the London Games. You didn't go to Birmingham, so I saw again 72 countries and nations and territories of the Commonwealth came together for the opening ceremony, and I said, well, there's your EDI, proven and delivered. 11 days, it works. We've got to get it for 365 days. Please keep in touch. We will be engaging you. You are now guests for the forthcoming Finals Weekend Festival, isn't it? That's what it's called. Fantastic. And in that time, you all play a part. It happens happening here. But it'll be a bit more engaged, a little bit more. Sorry? Yep.
What about coach?
I'm sorry.
Are we going to transport some I'm just reading over.
By the way, I've looked at transport as one of the big challenges. I'm trying to work a way out of how that could be overcome. One of the big challenges of this place, but don't let it be the barrier. Don't let it be the excuse that people hope. By the way, gentrification has many different interpretations of how that works. My mother talks about getting up at 4 in the morning, which is back in the Caribbean, and walking for about a 3 to 4 hour walk to get to town to do what she had to do. And I know I thought I would have that challenge. Don't let the barriers become the reason you don't fulfill your potential. Have a fantastic remainder of your Saturday and the weekend. Go well, stay.